She make it drop for us. We bought the guap with us. There ain't no stopping us. Them niggas can't rock with us. Who on top is us? They mad and it's obvious. Don't know who I can trust. It's nobody else, it's us. These niggas be tripping, try ruin my vibe. My niggas get turned, we be Louis outside. Sure they look at hella thick on her thighs. All of her friends are just me and my guys. Nigga play tough, you gon' meet your demise. Nigga play tough, you gon' meet your I'd rather get to the cash. In and out quick through the dash. Slaughter your block with no mask. Shorty keep shaking that ass. She get on timing for us. She gon' line up for us. You don't want no problems with us. That money is all that I trust. I got it, but still ain't enough. Don't think about calling my bluff. When we hit the spot, it's a model. Gassed up, got me going full throttle. We living life cause we ain't promised tomorrow. Like IG, I know them haters gon' follow. Everything, nigga, you know that's the model. Everything, nigga, you know that's the model. She make it drop for us. Nigga. We bought the guap with us. Nigga. There ain't no stopping us. Nigga. Them niggas can't rock with us. Nigga. Who on top is us. Nigga. They mad and it's obvious. Nigga. Don't know who I can trust. It's nobody else, it's us. Shorty as fat, yeah, she go crazy. That's what me tryna take it down. After we fuck, no we not stopping. Baby girl, let's go a couple rounds. In this spot, show us love when we touch it down. None of my niggas don't fuck around. We don't catch you today, we gon' hunt you down. Shorty jumping that ass till it hit the ground. Really ballin' these niggas all hard to bounce. No, we don't fuck with clowns. I'm the king of this shit, I don't need a crown. Tell the niggas, them real niggas back in style. Niggas run around broken, they bragging how. I can back any bitch, I ain't gotta smile. I got the drip that they can't afford. I make that noise that they can't ignore. She make it drop for us. We bought the guap with us. There ain't no stopping us. Them niggas can't rock with us. Who on top is us? They mad and it's obvious. Don't know who I can trust. It's nobody else, it's us.
Us. Us. Us. Us. What's good, y'all? L Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share. This dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Now, I want to tell y'all, when y'all come in, hit that like button. I want my videos to do numbers. I want my joint to be up in the algorithm. I want dudes talking about it. I want dudes saying, yo, that nigga L Famous dropping jewels, you heard? Dropping facts, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Dropping history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now, this joint right here is called the Illest Spanish niggas in the New York State prison system. Yeah, man. The illest Spanish hitters that was bidding when I was bidding. Yeah, and before I was bidding and after I was bidding. Yeah, man. Just the realest hitters, the Spanish dudes that had a name that I don't know everybody, but these are the dudes. When I was bidding, their names was ringing bells, and these dudes left a mark in the game. You heard? They left a mark in the game. You heard? Now the first dude I'm gonna go with is Cabayo. Yeah, man, Cabayo. Heard Cabayo was the truth, Dominican brother. You heard? I don't know where he was from. I don't know if he was from Harlem, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Long Island, upstate. I don't know where he was from. I just know he was from the city, basically. And he got locked up, and he was putting it on for the Dominican dudes. You heard? He was beating dudes up, blowing dudes up, and he was a crazy organizer, you heard? Yeah, crazy organizer. I'm not sure, but I think he was one of the head dudes and the founders of the DPs, Dominican Powers, you heard? And now they go by Trinidadios, or I don't know if that's a separate Dominican gang or whatever. I don't know their history so much, but I know Cabayo. I heard of Cabayo. He was official Dominican brother that played by the rules up north, B. Played by the rules, man. You heard? Played by the rules, B. And he got dudes like Ball and Son from out of Brownsville talking about him, saying how he was about to get it on with him, but them dudes wound up becoming mad cool, you heard? So Cabayo was official, you heard? I don't think that he was on no racist stuff like that, you heard? Because you got official black dudes that, you know, they shout him out. They you know what I'm saying? They always talk good about him and everything, you know what I'm saying? Only person that I heard say something sideways about Cabayo, I think, was Blue Boy. You heard? I think Blue Boy said something sideways about him. You heard? But other than that, Cabayo was the truth, nigga. I don't know what niggas talking about. Everything I heard about him was the truth. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I heard he went home. I think he died in the DR. I don't know where he died at, but he died out of country. You heard? They sent him out, they deported him, and I heard he got killed somewhere. You heard? Yeah, B. Cabayo, official Dominican nigga that was holding it down on the Rikers Island and up top for them Dominican cats. You heard? Way before the DP and the Trinidadios came in the picture. You heard? That's word of my mother, nigga. You heard? So rest in peace to Cabayo out there. You heard? One of the illest Spanish hitters in the prison, especially in the New York State system. You heard? Yeah, Cabayo, man. You got to give it up. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Now, the next Spanish hitter is Jimmy Lee. Yeah, Jimmy Lee from 183rd. Everybody know old timer Jimmy Lee, official. Everybody know. You heard? I don't know what Jimmy Lee was down with. You heard? I don't know if he was down with the Hunters or he was just on his renegade Spanish shit. You heard? But I know all them official old timer Spanish dudes, they rock with Jimmy Lee. You heard? Jimmy Lee is official. Jimmy Lee is official. From 183rd, you know what I'm saying? Been in jail his almost his whole life, you heard? You know what I'm saying? You go up north, them Spanish niggas, them niggas like this with Jimmy Lee, you heard? What up, Jim? You heard? What up? Jimmy Lee, nigga, official. The only thing that I heard about Jimmy Lee when he had that major beef with Carlos and Ron Du. Rest in peace to Ron Du, the famous Ron Du from 170 in Washington Projects. You heard? The Bolton brothers. You heard? You know what I'm saying? They said that Jimmy Lee and Los and them niggas got into a beef or whatever in Clinton. I had just left when this happened. They got into a beef in Clinton and all that. Los is another Spanish dude from the Bronx. You heard I was with Los in Clinton. Man, nice in basketball. Played with him on the basketball tournament and all that in Clinton. And but Los was quiet. Well, Los was a dangerous quiet nigga. You know what I'm saying? Another Spanish nigga from the Bronx, quiet nigga and all that. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga do you in quick. You heard? And Ron Du was his man. So I heard that he got into a beef with Jimmy Lee. I heard that Ron Du, Big D's ass Ron Du, the nigga that said he don't care about nothing if he don't care about nothing. All he worrying about is that the Yankees gonna be there 100 years from now. That nigga's crazy. When he was copping out, when the judge was sentencing them niggas, that nigga said he don't care about nothing but Yankee Stadium. Is Yankee Stadium gonna be there? That's what Ron Du said to the judge when he was getting sentenced for all the murders. You heard? You know what I'm saying? So I heard Ron Du held the nigga Jimmy Lee in a bear hug while the nigga Los hit the nigga up, B. Word to mother, B. Yeah, B. Ron Du and Los, they got at Jimmy Lee, B. The old timer Jimmy Lee. And that shit went around the state like thunder. That thing went around the state like thunder. Yo, you heard what happened? You heard what happened? Yo, man, Jimmy Lee. You heard? But being that it was with doing them, niggas wasn't talking about nothing. That's word of my mother. The only niggas that probably was talking about something was niggas that was affiliated with Jimmy Lee. Rest of them other niggas in the jail, all them fake tough niggas that want to put their nose and stuff, them niggas was minding their business, B. They was minding their business. They didn't want no parts of Du and that dude Los. They didn't want no parts of it. So that was one of the famous beefs with Jimmy Lee. And I think Jimmy Lee got a famous beef with Blue Boy. You heard? Yeah, B. Jimmy Lee is he got a famous beef with Blue Boy, I believe. I haven't heard the story yet, though. You heard? You know what I'm saying? You heard? You know what I'm saying? Now, next on the list is Cabessa. Yeah, B. Cabessa out of Brooklyn, Spanish brother. This dude is Spanish. I think he's Spanish and black. I was in Nap with Cabessa. That nigga name sound like something, B. That nigga name sound like something. If you get the bag, man, 9 times out of 10, you setting Cabessa out, B. You heard? You setting Cabessa out, B. You know what I'm saying? But Cabessa was so wild that I heard he had a knife game. You heard? I heard his knife game was crazy. You heard? But I never seen him in action because I never had to see him in action because all Cabessa was doing was smacking niggas, choking niggas out, punching niggas in the face. Every time Cabessa did something to a nigga in Nap, he went to the box and they let him out. And then he'd be chilling for a minute, robbing niggas, extorting niggas, friendly extorting niggas. He was even pressing one of the homies. You heard? He was even pressing one of the homies that was getting the bag. Yeah, Cabessa. You heard? And he was one of them niggas that he be looking at niggas with shines and all that. He'll take your shine, he'll rob you, take your shine and all that, B. You know what I'm saying? And he don't discriminate. He go for the toughest to the suckerest. You heard? But he mainly fuck with the fake tough niggas. You heard? He don't fuck with the sucker niggas. He fuck with the fake tough niggas. You heard? Part of my French for cursing. Yeah, B. Cabessa was the truth. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I was rocking my shine. You heard? You know what I'm saying? That nigga Cabessa was the truth. Everybody know Cabessa. He love that dope. He friendly as Stuart. He do it all, B. You heard? Cabessa could be Cabessa. You could be setting Cabessa out for months and weeks. Then one day you'll hear Cabessa smack the nigga. You heard? Where Cabessa? Cabessa in the box. And the police used to play with Cabessa, like, not play with him, but they used to play with the population with Cabessa, like, they knew what Cabessa was up to. So they used to let him out and hope that he be putting the pressure on them niggas, because them niggas ain't supposed to be doing nothing anyway. So the administration is a mother, you heard? Them niggas are letting Cabessa get away with murder, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, B, Cabessa was the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's another Spanish black brother that was putting it on crazy up top. Putting it on crazy up top. Cabessa. You heard? All my real niggas know about him. You heard? I was in the jail with him. I was in Nap with him. You heard? I was watching him shake down a lot of niggas. You heard? I was watching him friendly extort a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Now the next nigga, you got Blue Boy. You heard? Yeah, Blue Boy, man. I ain't got it in no order. Ain't nobody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just, it ain't no order with this. You heard? These are just the illest Spanish hitters that niggas know about up north. You heard? And why they know him for and what they known for. Now, you know, you got Blue Boy. He was he banged Caldanano. I heard, you know what I'm saying, at one time. That's that gang joint. You heard? I got them in the story, so I ain't going to talk about them. You know, I heard he banged Caldanano. You know what I'm saying? He repped for that Boricua hard. You know what I'm saying? Blue Boy always in the forefront repping for that for that Boricua hard. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, messing with black niggas, you heard? Messing with everybody. If you official tissue, he mess with you. Now, I admit, when I first got history on Blue Boy, it was wrong. They said he was a racist and this and that and this and that. He didn't like Bloods and he was airing out Bloods and sing. This was the story that I heard. So I didn't like the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard he killed Larry Davis. I definitely didn't like the nigga. So, but since then, I got mad information on Blue Boy. I did my own stories on Blue Boy. I still feel the same way I feel about Blue Boy. But the only thing is, some of the things that I said about him, I was correct. I wasn't right about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I stand to be corrected on some things, but everything else stand. I don't care. You heard? Because he also known his real jump start to notoriety was killing Larry Davis. You know, he was the average Spanish nigga up there getting busy. You heard? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the average, but he got busy, you know what I'm saying, in the forefront. But at the end of the day, it was when he killed Larry Davis that his name really meant something. You heard? You heard? So, and he came home living off all that. So we all know what I said, and I stand on it. You heard? Larry Davis should still be here right now. He shouldn't be killed over no petty ass beef, B. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't get killed by nobody else up there. Why the hell he kill him? But hey, that's another story. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Then you also had T45. You heard? Yeah, T45. T45 was another Spanish brother. I don't know where he was from. I think he was from Manhattan or Bronx or wherever. Maybe from Brooklyn. You heard? You never know, because they got a strong Puerto Rican population out there. But T45 was a Puerto Rican brother that started the Rat Hunters, I believe. You heard? Yeah, be the Rat Hunters. They like the most officialist Spanish group that I seen up there. Group, gang, or crew, whatever you want to call them. You heard? Because I done seen them niggas run the spot with getting all the drugs, getting all the money, and don't have to put in no work. You heard? And I gotta commend them on that, B. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first got there, them niggas was putting in all the work. You know what I'm saying? Them Rat Hunter niggas, Sammy and Chucky and them nggers, they was running around that shit doing what they want. Sammy hit like 3 niggas and got away with it. Police was letting that nigga get away with shit. That's how much Sammy was. I was only there for 2 weeks. That nigga Sammy done hit 2 niggas already, B. You heard? He hit a nigga for telling him to suck his dick or some shit. You heard? Yeah, B. Sammy aired that nigga out. And all the time he aired the nigga out, he got away with it. Word to my mother, B. So when I first got to Clinton, Rat Hunter, Sammy, and Chucky, they was running around that joint doing what the hell they want. And then them niggas got in trouble and they got out of there. Then Orlando took over. I think another nigga took over, then Orlando took over. You heard? Yeah, B. You heard? But you got a lot of official rat hunter niggas. You heard? Rat hunter niggas is like them middle-aged Spanish niggas that put it in. Them niggas been in jail. A lot of them been in jail their whole life. Some of them niggas been in the street getting money and all that, and then they caught a lot of time. So now they doing they rat hunter shit. And rat hunters, they supposed to be like running down on rats, making sure niggas' paperwork is right. And if their paperwork ain't right, niggas is storing them niggas in, them niggas out, getting them out of here. You heard? And basically that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But they do it. They don't really be running down on finding, like, they be finding out who dudes is rats and all that, but because that's their game. You know what I'm saying? They use that and then they extort you. You heard? They make you pay. But usually they find niggas that in the jail that get the bag. You know what I'm saying? They put that friendly extortion on them. You know what I'm saying? They give them that protection. They make the niggas feel like they protected because you rolling with the rat hunters. You heard? And they set it out. So if a nigga going down there getting 2-3 loonies, you heard? He gonna set the rat hunter niggas out with a loony or two, or the rat hunter niggas gonna be making a play. They gonna be having shit funneled through your peoples. You heard? And you gonna be the mule for them niggas. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as you mess up, as soon as the package don't hit, as soon as people start getting busted, you gonna get hit. Yeah, that's how it go. They gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? Because you collateral damage, B. You heard? And a lot of them niggas that be doing shit with the rat hunters and getting friendly extorting and all that, you know, it be lasting for a little minute, but then next thing you know, them niggas can't take it no more. Them niggas wind up signing in, telling on the rat hunters, telling on niggas, signing in, and niggas be locking niggas up for what they was doing. They be investigating niggas. Niggas be investigating niggas. They be, just like in the street, they be investigating niggas and for years. And next thing you know, they'll catch niggas visit on the floor, bringing the drugs. You heard? They'll catch you with the loonies in your ass. You heard? I'm just keeping it real, B. And it's all downhill from there. You're going to get a whole asshole full of box time. You might get new charges. People from the outside might even catch a case. You heard? And you're going to have, and the nigga that was bringing it in and doing everything, he going to be a mark when niggas catch him, because he going to be the nigga that snitched on everybody. I'm just keeping it 100. You heard? So you had niggas like, T45 that started the rat hunters, you heard? And they like the most strongest gang up there, you heard? You would think that the Latin Kings were stronger than the rat. Nah, they not stronger than the rat hunters, because the rat hunters is serious, nigga. They air you out, nigga, in a minute, in a heartbeat. And they not really in everybody's business, you heard? They don't really care about everybody's business. They don't care about who getting aired out. They don't care about a nigga being Spanish and a nigga being black getting aired out. What they care about is a nigga being a peoples, and it's over money and drugs, you heard? That's when niggas get aired out. That's what the rat hunters deal with, you heard? That's what they be involved in. You know what I'm saying? They be giving dudes weapons and all that be having beef with certain dudes, but they don't be involved in they selfish stuff. They stay focused, they stay firm, because they got a business to run. You know what I'm saying? Most of them stay firm and they stay official, because they got a business to run. They ain't in the yard and everybody's business getting into everybody's beefs. You heard? Oh, they cut such and such, so we gotta leave. Nah. Rat hunters don't roll like that. That's them Latin Kings and them other niggas, you heard? Yeah. So T45, he started the rat hunters, and they Adam Aseg them, put him up there in the box, up there in Clinton, and basically, you heard, I think he died up there, you heard? T45 died up there, you heard? Yeah, B, died up there in Clinton. You know what I'm saying? In they box. You heard? Top rat hunter. One of the top Spanish niggas in the state, you heard? So the illest Spanish hitters in prison, New York State, 90s and 2000s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. T45 is at one of the top of the list, you heard? T45 is at the top of the list. And he's at the top of the list, you heard? I'm not saying he's number one. I'm just telling you, T45, if he ain't number one, he at the top of the list, you heard? Then you had get money dudes that would get money in the street, that was known for being drug dealers, drug lords, you heard? Niggas that was really getting to that bag, you know what I'm saying? You had dudes like Chicky the Emperor. Yeah, Chicky the Emperor, you heard? Chicky the Emperor was official Spanish nigga, had mad dope spots and all that, Hunts Point area, all over the Bronx doing him, you heard? But he wound up going down. But when he was in jail, he was in HDM on the island. That nigga was living like an emperor, B. I think they changed his name to Emperor on the island. You heard? Chicky the Emperor, B. You heard? That nigga was chilling. And he was so official, he brought the black niggas and the Spanish niggas together, nigga. He was one of the Spanish niggas that if you was official tissue, you was down with the team. Them niggas was, I heard them niggas was in HDM living like kings in there. And they not even Latin kings. Niggas was living like kings in there, B. I heard the Spanish niggas, Chicky had the Spanish niggas and the black niggas rolling together, nigga. He was rolling with Gary, Lil G. He was rolling with Brave Dave. He was rolling with mad black niggas, B. He had them niggas on the security on team. Niggas was getting money. Niggas was rocking Chuck jewelry. Niggas is knocking CO joints. Yo, it was crazy, B. On the island. Crazy on the island. That nigga Chicky was living, nigga. Beef. Niggas wasn't talking about no beef or gunning niggas down and nothing. Them niggas was drinking Moet and eating steak and lobsters and all that, nigga. They had COs bringing them in shit and all that, B. You heard? Chicky the Emperor had that joint locked down, B. And the only people that I heard that had it, that was living like Chicky and them niggas in there was the Preem team and them niggas from Queens and all that. You heard? These was the only niggas that living like that in there. Chicky and them niggas from the Bronx that was getting all that dope money and getting all that money, and niggas is powerful. And them niggas from Queens, that Fat Cat and all them niggas. You heard? That was on the island and all that at that time back in the days. You heard? Them niggas living like kings on that joint. You heard? Living like kings, B. Them niggas got everything that you got in the street, them niggas got it in jail. Everything that the niggas is doing in the street, niggas is doing in jail. Everything except for walking around for their freedom. You heard? I'm telling you, B. The illest Spanish hitters in prison. Put it in the comments, man. Y'all niggas was up north. Y'all niggas was in jail. Shout it out. Salute to all the official Spanish niggas that was holding it down up there. You heard? That wasn't on that racist shit. You heard? Yeah, B. Salute to them, man. You heard? You had mad other Spanish dudes that I can't even name because I don't know them. I don't know everybody. I didn't hear everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you also had mad Spanish brothers that was putting it on. You had Spanish Smurf from 170 putting it on the island. Spanish Smurf. You heard? You had a dude named Pica. You heard? Pica. Y'all go on the Scarface for Life DVD. Niggas talking about Picas up there. You heard? Niggas is official. You heard? You know what I'm saying? You had Mickey Mouse from 183rd. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Look, you had a nigga named Mickey Mouse. You know he got busy. Nigga on the island, niggas calling him Mickey Mouse. That nigga got busy, nigga. You crazy, nigga? That nigga got busy. You heard? Then you had two brothers, Kilo and Boss. You heard? From my hood. You heard? Boss is the older brother. Everybody will know about Boss. You know what I'm saying? Boss is official tissue. You know what I'm saying? He was part of the niggas when the niggas caught a little body up in the cat. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days. You heard? It was a war going on outside. You heard? And he got caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? And basically, his little brother Kilo had a lot of beef behind being Boss' brother. You heard? He had a lot of beef. You know what I'm saying? And yo, B, you had a lot of Spanish brothers, hitters up there putting it on. I'm talking about going gun to gun, blowing niggas, stabbing niggas, up in riots, this and that and this. And it wasn't race joint. You heard? It had nothing to do with race. It was all about beef. It was all about drama. So you have two brothers, Kilo and Boss. You heard? The older brother was always in the mess. You know what I'm saying? He known throughout the state. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Then you got his younger brother that's my age, Kilo. You know what I'm saying? That was that was down with Mo Blonde and all of them. You know what I'm saying? They had the major crew out here. Eli Brim. You heard? The famous Eli Brim that y'all know of. He was down with that crew, Mo Blonde, my man Baki, the dude Chuchi, you had Darren, you had a lot of dudes, you heard a few dudes. And the reason why they was a crew and you knew them is because Chaos Posse, that's what they was called. You know, I grew up with them niggas, so I almost forgot their name just now, but I knew it would have come to me. It was a Chaos Posse, that's what they was going by. And they was running around with warriors and guns, you heard? They was running around with warriors and guns, B. You know what I'm saying? They was running around with warriors and guns. And a lot of times, they was ending the parties, you heard? Ending the parties. Crazy, you heard? running around with 2.5s, 38s, 32s, and all that. You heard? Niggas was letting them joints go, B. You heard? Yeah, so this is just part one of Spanish Hitters. You heard? I'm coming back with part two. You heard? I'm talking about Sabu, Chicky Man. You heard? Yeah, Sabu, Chicky Man. And, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Boy George in the Feds. He was holding it down. Another Spanish hitter. You know what I'm saying? Getting mad money. And he was in the Feds holding it down. You know what I'm saying? He repping. You know what I'm saying? Then you got, I can't forget Little Paulie. I heard Little Paulie was holding it down from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Little Paulie was holding it down. So I'm going to try to jump into something about Little Paulie. And then I'm going to jump into some other stuff you heard with the Spanish brothers up north. You heard? I'm going to give it to y'all how they was moving and you know, how they was really moving from my perspective on things. You heard? Let's get it, B. Let's get it.